My name is Montana Dalman, and this is my Bulldog story. So I've lived in downtown Lansing my entire life. I have in various places around Lansing, but always right near downtown. I went to Holt High School and the junior high. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. My parents are still together. Somehow they're miracle workers. Between me and my other siblings, we're just a load. I'm a psych major with a communications minor. I wanted to choose psychology because I took Intro to Psych my senior year throughout community college, and I just really liked all the topics that were covered. There's a program at UCLA I want to get into that eventually would get me my doctorate in behavioral neuropsych, and I could use that to do research on the phenomenon of chemo brain. There's no chemo made for kids with cancer. It's all adult chemos that are given at a slightly lower dose so that it'll just knock out whatever's in the kids' bodies, but it also kind of screws everything up because it's not made for their tiny growing bodies. So I was 13 years old when I was diagnosed with a 1 in a million type of bone cancer called Ewing sarcoma. I played softball, and we had just had the first couple games of the season. I was playing catcher for the first time, and my mom was like, wow, your left leg, it looks like it's getting really muscular from, that was the leg I'd push up on always. Then one day I walked out, and I was wearing baggy gym shorts, and it was very tight on the left leg and very loose on the right. And so my mom got an appointment with my doctor, and I didn't know it at the time, but it was stage 4 because it was a volleyball-sized tumor in my leg and 12 metastasized tumors in my lungs. So it had spread from the leg to my lungs. It was rough. 7th grade, you don't actually care about anything except yourself. It was really rough to try and wrap my head around the fact that I was going to be in the hospital for at least the next 6 months, mostly. After that, who knows? My parents were very big on making sure I had a positive outlook through the whole thing. I remember crying a lot when the doctor told me a possible side effect of you going through chemo is the tumor isn't going to shrink that much, and then we have to amputate your leg. I remember vehemently in the moment being like, no, that's not happening, you're not doing that. The other option was a limb salvage, which was so much more work. And as the doctor's explaining to me everything that would have to be done, a bunch more surgeries, knee and hip replacements, a huge gnarly scar. They'd have to mess with my good leg if it kept growing, so I didn't have lopsided legs. I was just that's an easy decision, just chop it right off. I'm not going through all that work. I just want to be done. I am 2.5 years almost cancer-free right now. Most people are pretty nice about it. Some people, vast majority of the people still stare at me, which is just a thing that I've grown used to. It's kind of also more of a marker to remind myself to not focus too much on that, the physical image, as much as I should be focusing on being a good person. I don't get to be away from that. I'm going to have a visible marker of this for the rest of my life. That's fine, but I'm gonna have a good time while I'm doing it.